Each year I come here, I feel like I'm a little more mature, I'm a little older. I have a little bit of a different perspective on life than I did the year before. And I think that every single time I come, it's a totally different experience.
I have a question. What would you say to like new volunteers who would want to come here?
I'd say volunteer. It's fun, it's worth it. You will not experience this anywhere else. There's absolutely, if there were words to describe this, then everybody would have already come here. I think that's the best way to explain it, because there really is no words to describe the emotion and the feeling of seeing other people suffer in ways that you couldn't even have imagined unless you saw it with your own eyes. I think that experience and that perception really is valuable in shaping who you are as a person. I think it's definitely one of the most important characteristics to have is the ability to see the bigger picture. And when you come here, I think that's one of the main things you see is the bigger picture and how your life is better. I'm so thankful that I'm able to be a part of such amazing women's lives who are so incredibly strong. I've never seen people that are so resilient and able to go through so much and still come out smiling. Whenever I come here, I always originally feel like I'm helping you guys, but in the end, I really feel like you are all helping us learn how to become like better people. And because everyone here, even before you guys went through the program, you were already amazing people, but now that you've gone through it and you've been able to empower yourselves and become such amazing people, and I feel like it inspires all of us to really look up to everybody here. Because I feel like each year I come here with my family, everyone has somehow become even more amazing. Things I'm able to do what I want with my life simply because of where I was born, and that I was lucky enough to be born in an area that lets me be who I want to be. I know that each time I come, I myself become a better person when I'm here, and that carries through to the next year. I feel like I keep having this opportunity to grow as a person, and I want to be able to take advantage of it. First of all, this experience, being able to come here each year, actually makes me want to minor in global health, because I feel like it's really important to know what's going on in other places in the world, especially because people can see documentaries and videos and sound clips or whatever of things going on in other places in the world, like poverty and war and hunger and disease and all these things, and they see it and they're like, oh wow, that's really sad, huh? But then they just continue with their lives and they don't really understand, they can't really grasp what's going on. But when you're here, when you're actually seeing it with your own eyes and seeing these women like go through all these terrible things, it really changes your perspective. It's like being pushed out of your bubble and looking into a different one. That kind of makes it so that these women don't have any power, they don't have any say. And what like we're able to do here is give them the ability to earn that empowerment that they need to really become who they want to be and be their best kind of self. And I think this entire experience lets me appreciate things that I would not have appreciated before, simply because of where I'm from. Like taking a hot shower, roads, cars that drive smoothly, shampoo, towels, clean air, simple thing, toothpaste, simple things that we don't think about, but they think about all the time, simply because it's an issue for them and it's not an issue for us. And I think that's a huge problem in American culture, is that we don't value all these things that are kind of handed to us because we are so used to having them in our lives. It's also taught me that no matter what problems are going on in my life, I'm going to be fine. Like, pretty much anything that happens in my life, I will be okay. I know that because I am white and I'm from California and I'm Jewish and I'm from a nice neighborhood and whatever else. I have good friends. My life is generally amazing, actually, you know, in comparison to pretty much a lot of other people, which I think that is something that I really need to. I think like that's something that I really need to hold close to myself and always remember that I'm lucky. I'm able to have these things. I'm able to do what I want with my life simply because of where I was born, and that I was lucky enough to be born in an area that lets me be who I want to be. But I definitely feel like being a male and seeing all the things that are going on makes me understand in a different way that men are also important to solving this issue. And I also think, I feel like us being here also shows the women that they're not alone. It's not just women helping them. It's not just one side. It's both sides that are able to help them, and that not everybody is bad. Not all guys or husbands are bad people. Yeah, Beyond Fistula teaches them sewing, hairdressing, catering, business, farming, pretty much whatever kind of job they want to have and whatever experience they need to get that job, we try and offer that to them so that they're able to kind of build themselves up from the ground up and give them the chance to become who they want to be and have the life they want to live. So I think it's really important that we're able to do this, because otherwise they would have to go back to living with their families, or they would not be able to live with anybody at all and have to live on the streets, which I think is a huge issue, that simply because they had an issue and now that it's fixed, they still aren't allowed to go back to their families is... I think that the most important thing that we do for these women is give them the ability to have self-empowerment, to become independent, to be able to shape their own lives how they want to, how they see fit.